Hey crafty friends, welcome back to the Old Paper Lady. I'm Lori. If you're new here, hi and welcome. Thank you for joining us. I think today we're going to try to glue some pockets in our pretty tall skinny red and green journal. I'm going to take this out and put it over to the side just because I know I'm going to be flip-flopping and opening it and closing it, and I don't want to get that hung up and beat up, you know. Let the journal cover dry good overnight, so we should be fine with that. All right, so we just going to start with signature number 1. And just pull our stuff out here. See what we got in the mixed. Okay, let's take a look, see real quick. All right. I want to figure out where I want to put the snowman. I think I want to flip. I'm going to yeah, see, that's going to be beautiful. I'm going to put that there, and then on this is going to be our cover for that. And then we'll just have him glued there, and then he's just going to flip open here. So I think that's what I'm going to do with that. Now, the only thing is I will need to make a sack or a flip out for the middle signature because I don't have one. But never fear. I do believe, is that the one where it had the dark middle? No, that's the last one, ain't it? Where it's got that real pretty dark. Well, if I could find it. Well, maybe I can't find it. Goodness. All right, that's what I was talking about. Well, that's in the last signature. So in the middle one, we'll just make us one. So we'll be fine with that. I didn't get me a drink. We're just having us a lazy Sunday today. That's what I'm doing. Got up, got ready. We went to town, as we call it here. And went to the grocery store, to the food line. Found some good, what's them things? The pork loin roasty things. So I got a couple of them. They had them on sale for like $2 and something. So I grabbed up all they had on sale for $2, you know. So we got 5 or 6 of them. Got some good vegetables to roast. Got some stuff to make us vegetable soup with. We're going to eat vegetable soup tomorrow and Tuesday when it's, you know, the freezing cold weather and possible snow flurry situation going on. And we had like the line of storms come through today. It didn't rain here, but just a little bit. And then it was thundering and lightning down towards Pilot Mountain area. So then in our area here, we didn't get a storm, but you know, it clouded up. The wind started blowing and all of this and that. So I guess that was the start of the cool down, because once that happened this afternoon with that line of storms come through, it is the wind's blowing and it is quite daggum chilly outside. So put that there. I may come back because I do have, where's my washi tape? I done hid that from myself too, of course. Let me just put that over here so I don't have to dig through past all of this stuff here. So I want to put, even though we know that's glued in there, I want to put this down this strip here. If I can get it open. So I'm going to decorate this up just a smidget here. Okay, do that, and I'm going to clip this at an angle here on the ends. So that looks like it is supposed to be there. I can't never get this angle on this side right. There we go. Okie doke. It's got a one little ornament. We'll put that up there. So what happened was I got home. We fixed supper. And I got my belly full, and I sat down here just, you know, lollygagging around. And started going down the rabbit hole of, you know, just watching Facebook reels or whatever. And then I was like, wait a minute, I need to actually get up and go do something. As I thought it was like 10 o'clock already. It's not even 8. Not even 8 o'clock. So I said, well, let me go get my video going up and get that done. Then, so I got a lot of crafty stuff done yesterday. I worked in this book, did the video for that. I got my projects fussy cut for my collab in December and got that journal organized and ready to go. So I'm going to shoot the video on it next weekend so I can get it uploaded, and I got to do a little bit of linking stuff, you know, all the collaborators and that. So it's going to take me a minute to do all that. And yes, I know it's a month ahead, but you know, y'all know me in technology. Something that is simple, you're supposed to copy, cut, and paste it, you know. But it'll take me a minute to get all that stuff linked and everything and organized. And I want to make sure I do it right. And then it'll be ready to go. And then I have another one that I need to do for later in the month. I got it printed, but it's just, you know, even though it's going to be after Christmas, things to get you ahead for next season. That type of thing. Whoopsie. I just wanted to put a little more glue on them edges. Put a little more glue down there. So I'm just having, you know, got the belly fulls, wanting to take a nap. And if I take a nap now, I'll be up. And then we can't go back to sleep when I need to go to sleep. That's what's going on. Okay, I need to do this side here. It's wanting to stick up because I didn't go all the way across with the glue on that. Okay. Just double checking. I don't like it, you know, to be flimsy. We can't have that. So then we'll need to make a tuck for here and one for the back. We need to make a big journal card with that, with the pulls on it. We need to do that. So that's probably going to be a tomorrow project. Okay, so we're just going to start right here. These need to go in the back side, so we need to put them back in the back. Okay, I think that is the only ones that are, you know, oriented in the way that they need to go in the back of the signatures. So we'll be good. And I'll just put all this over here. Okay, put you up because you're gonna wind up knocking them off and stabbing myself. Okay. I'm going to put this here. Or no, let's put that on the back. I think that'll show up good there. Yeah, let's do that. And I want to mix these up throughout the signature. She's going to go in a pocket. So these are book. Oh, good gracious. Pick it up, fingers. All right. Now we got them separated. So I'm going to do one that came with the kit and one that I made. Let's push you up here and get you on camera. How about that? I'm just going to get as far as I can get today, and that's all I'm going to worry about. Take this glue, push it out towards the edge so it catches and grabs. So then we don't have to sit and hold it. I was like, where did my book weight go? Over here under your arm. It's under my arm. Let's see, I did not make that a tuck spot. It is glued straight on. Now these I did off camera. A few of these pockets that came in the kit. Decorated those up off camera. And I'm going to do the spread the glue with the finger so it catches and grabs quick. And so we just used some fussy cuts. And did that off camera the other night. Most of these I did on camera, just some of the ones that have the fussy cuts that, you know, which I could have just left that a plain pocket, but you know, we can't do that. We've got to be extra and put some decorations on it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so now on this one here, let's put that. Oh, that's gonna be pretty. So I didn't round the corners of these. I did ink them up. No, I didn't. I didn't even ink these, but that's okay. They don't need it. Because these were going to be belly bands. I forgot. So the skinny ones here, we're putting on as belly bands. So we're going to kind of put them in the middle of the book. Because we have a lot of tall, skinny tags for this journal. So we're just going to do those as belly bands. I think that's going to work perfect. Alrighty, so now I think that'll show up good on that. I think it'll be pretty with the snowman. So what I try to do is take and do a little, you know, alternate one that I made and one that came with the kit is what I'm trying to do here. I hope I've got enough tuck spots to do every page like we want. I need to put a little more glue right here in this corner so it snatches and grabs it. Oh, come on. Yes, we just had us a good old day today. It's been a couple hours out in town today. We didn't do, you know, a whole big bunch because me and my ankle, because I slept in like a cocoon with my foot wrapped up in my blankets last night. And I woke up this morning feeling like I had twisted it. And I was like, well, I guess because my feet got cold, I didn't put a decoration on that because it had a plenty on the, I just thought it was fine the way it was. We'll need to make that one. And then we got the flip here. Now I may come back when we start putting in tags and such like that. Well, I may ink this. I don't have a, what am I trying to say? Stencil. I don't have a stencil. Now this here is a tuck spot. So I'm thinking we can put that there on that page. Yeah, I don't have a Christmas stencil. I do have some stamps that I think would be pretty if we do like and I have some tea ink, or it's called tea dye, the oxide ink or what have you. So I'm thinking that maybe I can take and do a little bit of Christmas stamps on it with that in the background. But then too, I was like, well, you know, not every page has to be covered with something, you know what I mean? And it don't. Not every page has got to be covered with something on it, and that just be a good old writing spot. Now, what I'm thinking is this could be a good potential December daily if you're interested in doing something like that, because this would be able to hold the 4x6 photos very easily in them. So I think that would work for this. Okay, I'm going to put that right there. I just think that's going to look super cute on that page with the faux stitching around it. I think that's going to be pretty. And when it is looking like I have made way too many pocket and tuck places for this. I didn't put a lot of bling on the pockets this time, you know, other than these here that were kind of spreading throughout the journal. So, but if we have made too many tucks, we can always come back on these, the back side of these, and put something on them. I think I'm going to do that there. Yeah, we can always do that. Yeah, we can always come back and put some on the solid sheets. Just holding that for a minute because this page curves. So it snatches. And then that way all of the pocket bolts not at the bottom. It's, you know, you've got a few in the middle and then some at the bottom. I think this is going to be really super cute right here. I like that. You know, a little quiet when I glue today because I'm having to concentrate the communication between the mind and the hands today. It's having to have a forced conversation to get my hands to do what I need them to do today. So I think when I get off here, I'm going to see if I can just go through and print me some more things tonight, just to have them printed up for next year. Found a beautiful kit that was in one of our collaborations coming up for December that a lady had donated, and it's just gorgeous to have as like add-in pages to your kits with just, you know, Christmas trees and the bulbs, the ornaments, decorating, stuff like that. It's just beautiful kits, and we'll showcase those in December. Let's see, are you going to be, you are barely going to fit on there, aren't you? That's why I took a double look at that, because this edging here is off of the other page. So now, knowing that, I am just going to go slightly to the inside of that, just in case when I fold it and it gets in the crease of the journal, it's gonna catch and glue there. Yeah, so see, look, that red outline is for the other signature. Yeah, that one's barely fitting on that page. So hold the sides down, the bottom puckers up. I hold the bottom down, the top two sides pucker up. That's okay. It's got enough glue to hold it on there. Alright, so let's flip back through this, make sure we didn't miss no spots. Front page, front. We got the middle here. We have this one. And we did miss one here. Knucklehead. Okay. Alrighty. And I didn't account for the flip outs. I counted, you know, how many pages I had and how many pockets I would need to go on the backs of them. Didn't take out for the flip out belly band here, or this flip out. Okay, so I think, I wonder if I could do this here and that be okay. Or if we can put it on the flip out. I would like that. Is it gonna work? Yeah, that would work. It sure would. Now these are tucks and pocket things that are made out of book page, so they are soaking up the glue a little bit. I'm just going to kind of put that right there. So then when it folds, it allows for the closure piece here. It's got a little bit of a, maybe 1/8 of an inch gusset there, so it'll allow for the fold of it. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so now I wonder, yeah, we can put Miss Lady right there in that little tuck spot. Okie doke, I'm fine with that. Okay, so all of that one is done. Good. Good, good, good. Now let's move on to this one. All right. Signature number 2. Now this is the one where we can do a fold out or do a long pocket for in the middle of the signature if we would like to. So I don't know yet. Okay, so the belly band I need to clip the extra off of this. As you can tell, I'm having to be like, nope, be still, fingers, be still. I don't know why from one day to the next, my hands just, they got their mind of their own. Do you know what I mean? All right, and so this, I'm going to put that one in there. So that needs to go on the back side. I hadn't intended on putting those like that, but since they fit and it works out, why not? Okay. So we only got 3 kit pockets in this signature. And okie dokie. All right then. Well, let's just start putting them in there. This is going to be, you know, a belly band up here. So we got 2 of these that are belly bands. The other ones are pockets. Now I wonder, because this has got the poinsettias on it, so I'm going to put it back here. It's going to be my belly band on the back side of this. That's where it's going to go. I'm going to slide it out to the edge. And we'll just do that, and then we'll make us a big pretty tag or 2 to put in there. So what I'm thinking is with the long ones is, you know, we have all of this paper that goes with this kit that, like background pages. So we can take and we can use those background pages and make us a tall tag, and then put a decorative tag in front of it, you know, from that kit that we couldn't find the pieces, the ones that are real pretty and decorative from the 51's large tags from Artsology. Deb, she has since decided she's not going to sell digitals anymore on Etsy, closed her Etsy shop. And so those tags that I will try to get used up in this journal, just because they are no longer available. So I don't like showing things just because I bought them and have them downloaded and hadn't printed them in a year there so or 2, because some of my stuff I've bought and hadn't printed it, and it's been a couple of years. Honestly, it really has. So those types of things I want to try to get used up, in that way, you know, I'm like, oh yeah, I got this here, and then blah blah blah, and then you go hunting for them, and like I said, you know, we couldn't find them again this year, and that is the reason why, because that shop has closed about 4 or 5 months ago. So trying to get through all of my old stuff, so then that way, you know, if someone asks for links or what have you, I can direct you where to go get it. And if you're new to my channel, I do not normally put a lot of links and stuff in my descriptions, just mainly because I film every night when I get out of work and upload straight from my phone. Takes an hour to film, a couple hours to get it uploaded, and then therefore, you know, sharing links and attaching links to this and that and the other after that runs into a lengthy process. And I work 45 to 50 hours a week every week. So you know, if you missed the video where I do talk about my projects, because I usually when I start a new journal project or what have you, I'll talk about, you know, this is where I got it from, and this is the time that I bought it, and this is what I paid for it, and all of that stuff. And then but most of the time, if you asked in the comments, please ask nicely. Don't put a you know, a demanding, you know, links, a bunch of question marks afterwards or what have you. Just say, you know, hey, do you mind telling us where you got that from? No problem. I will be more than happy to. And then also, too, I have told several people that the reason why I don't load up my description box with other than search words and things like that is because a lot of people will just be like, oh, it's in the description box, and jump to the description box and not watch the video. And I do, in my videos, tell you, you know, where I get pretty much everything that I use. I'm going to put that there. So I hope nobody gets upset over that. And then, you know, like I say, if I'm in a collab or a design teaming type thing or what have you like that, yes, I will share all of the links that I can share to promote the people that were gracious enough to, you know, consider me to be a collaborator or a designer or whatever, you know what I'm saying. And those people gracious enough to donate things for us to work with, yes, I will share the links in the description to that, because, you know, that's just showing gratitude to them, because most of the stuff, anytime you get in a collaboration of any sorts and people donate kits, that's the least you can do is, you know, put it in your link, put it in the link tree and share that stuff up. And promote other smaller channels, because I'm a smaller channel myself, you know what I'm saying. And people do that quite a bit for me, and I am so grateful. So grateful for that. I do know that, put this here, had it not been for Carrie the Paper Monkey and Journaling with Maggie, and then you have Rita Jensen. She shared my channel quite a bit there for a little while, till she started having health issues and she had to go out for surgery for her back. But she's back now. She's doing much better. Miss Rita is. She's a nice, lovely lady. And then let's see who else has helped and shared. Betty Flood, even though she doesn't do YouTube, she likes and shares and, you know, comments pretty much every video. And she is a great mixed media type artist over on Instagram. Miss Betty Flood, Betty Ann Flood, if you'd like to go follow her over on Instagram, she would be very grateful for that. But yeah, she does wonderful mixed media type stuff there on Instagram. And I talk about channels, you know, like that I watch, you know, like 507 Willow House Journals, Our Styles. are completely different as night and day, pretty much. You know, she does the flip-flop journals a lot, you know, and does more of a junk journal. I do journals, basically. You know, I do take, like, the backs of these are old-time cards. You know, I repurpose things, you know, that make good bases and such, and cardboard pieces and stuff like that. But she'll take and she makes flip-flop journals, and I love to watch her put one together. I can sit and watch her put journals together all day, just over, you know, the excitement of getting a journal together. I think that is going to be precious right there. But yeah. So if I mention a channel, it's not I'm a, you know, so-called name dropping or anything like that. It's just they inspire me. That's who I watch on a regular basis. And that's where I saw most of my techniques or whatever I do. And let's see, who else? Sweet Pea Papers. Now that lady, Miss Terry Lee over there, she is wonderful, wonderful lady. She helps and promotes, opens up her platforms for you to have opportunity to share your shops. She shares YouTube channels. You know, she does a lot of collabs and puts them on and does all the organization and you know, gets everything together and then goes, here you go, ladies. This is what you need to do. Yes, she is super duper talented lady. And that's Sweet Pea Papers. She does a lot of stuff to help out the community. I'm going to put this here just because I think that's going to go well because it has the poinsettias and such. And yeah, there's a lot of people that share and will help promote and give you opportunities to promote. I think that is just super duper awesome, and very grateful for those ladies and gentlemen as well. I'm just talking about, you know, things that I've been doing the last couple of days. Is just the gratitude for the people that in the community is just, you know, I can't name any and everybody, you know, because, you know, once you get on here and then I'll stop the camera, I'm like, oh, dang, I didn't mention them, you know, but they won't be sore about it. They won't be upset, you know, because we do channel and website, Facebook group mentions quite a bit here. Look, I'm going to wind up putting all of these in the same thing, you know. I didn't want to do that. Well, you should have paid attention instead of running your mouth. But that's okay. That's all right. I can mix it up with the other one. But that is going to be super pretty in there with the little trees on it. Get a drink time. I tell you somewhere that a channel you need to check out. It is I Totally Love It. I think that is her channel. But I think that is the channel name. is I totally love it. Daggone it. Why can't I remember it? I had it wrote down, but I think I threw that paper out. But anyhow, any collab, any sales, promotions, you know, open hashtaggy collabby type situations and stuff like that. She does a video on Sundays, every Sunday, that promotes and tells basically kind of what's going on in the junk journal community, you know, for like collaborations and stuff like that. She does it every week. And just a sweet lady. I cannot remember her name, and please forgive me for that. Okay, I'm going to put that in here, and we're going to take and put this in here and put that in the back. I'm just switching out where I didn't, you know, alternate, because all of these were going to wind up being in the back, and you see what I'm saying? Yeah, so I couldn't have that. So these will fit the best in here in this signature without being, you know, causing too much of an upsetness to the flow of it. What is her name? Daggone. I'm so sorry. But yeah, just any junk journaling, paper news type stuff. She posts on her channel. She does it every Sunday with screenshots and everything of the whole, you know, the promotion setup. Such a nice, and I found her through Carrie the Paper Monkey. Actually, I was watching a replay of a live on Carrie's channel, and she had mentioned her channel, and that she, you know, posts all the happenings going on in the paper world, basically, the junk journaling news. I think we're going to put this here. Actually, I want to put that up here because I got some really skinny tags, but I think that will work. Yep, I think that will work for it. I'm a little choked up today. Verklemmed. I need to switch out my wiping off towelette. So yeah, we're not doing a whole bunch of crafty making stuff today. We're just decorating up, placing our pockets and such, and just talking about, you know, sharing the love to all of these lovely channels that like to share the love with us, you know, and promote other people, which is such an awesome thing. That's one thing I can say about the junk journal community is not everybody. Well, now I am gonna take that back. A few of them, the bigger ones, are, you know, and I've actually only run across it with one person, and I don't know if it's that this person has been scammed so much, or what the deal is, but any and every contact I've had with this person is led me to believe their on-screen persona is fake as a $3 bill. I'm just going to say that. And I will not say the name or anything like that. But any interaction with the person that I've had personally, you know, they have posted a few things on their Facebook group that was, you know, sale items in their Etsy shop, and they did not put it as a watermarked item where you could go through and just basically click the item and save this photo and print it. So I sent them a message and let them know that, and was basically kind of told to mind my own business, you know what I mean? I was like, well, okay, well, next time, you know, I'll just be, I won't say nothing. I mean, you know, because sometimes, you know, you'll post stuff on on Facebook, you know, and people just start going through as soon as they see it. You can click photos and click save the image. Now, if you watermark it, no, you cannot. So I was just like, hey, this, I think you posted this and it didn't have a watermark on it, just to, you know, give you a heads up. You can click the image and click save photo, and you can print it like that. And that's all I said. And it was basically, you know, you just need to mind your business. And I was like, was the gist of the story. And I said, okay, no problem. From now on, I will definitely be sure to mind my business. So when you do it again, because you will, I won't say nothing. I'll just sit over here and hit save the photo. Like everybody else. And then when you're wondering why you don't have any Etsy sales, well, because you put it out where they could download it for free. That's why. Now, I do have a lot of, I am members of a lot of Facebook groups that do a lot of freebies and such like that. Caroline Crabtree, she has a Facebook group where they post freebies every day. And then there's several other. Ooh, that is too wide for that, is it not? Yes, it is. What was I thinking? My goodness. Yes, that's way too wide. Oh, no. We got to trim. That is not going to work. I need to trim these. Daggone it. I knew something was going to mess up. That's okay. We'll fix it. But, yeah, so... And then anytime I've had, I mean, really with this particular person, it's like any interaction with them is like, okay, peon. I mean, really, that's how I felt. Was, you know, it was like, all right, you're a peon. Why are you bothering me type situation. I mean, honestly, that's how they made me feel. And I was like, I'm not, you know, fixing to be talked to now. I mean, I was just trying to be polite and nice, you know, about, hey, you might want to go check your settings on the photos that you just posted. Because all you got to do is click on it and you can download it. You know what I mean? And I'm just going to tell you what was said. We are not new to the Facebook posting world, but we do greatly appreciate your input. And I was like, whoa. All right, then. I was like, are you serious at the moment? I need to snip right here. Four inches. There we go. I'll save those little beady beads to put on something else. But yeah, yeah, so that's really the only time I've gotten any kind of, you know, so-called wow, you know. Because anytime if I've had an issue with something or a question or anything like that, I'll find a mentor type person, you know, like Carrie or somebody like that. I know I could ask her if I need help with anything, you know, on how-tos and such like that. Because people will graciously help you when you're, you know, kind of, in nicer terms of the words, illiterate to how things work. Still gonna have to cut that. What in the world? I'll just put this on here. I know everybody's like, well, tell us, who is it? Who is it? No, because that's wrong of me as well. You know, to call out someone else for their mess. I just know in the future there will be no kind of dealings with that person of any sort. Have actually unfollowed them on all platforms. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all of that. But then I did notice that 30 minutes later, their post had changed where it had went from you could click on the pictures to it was like a slideshow of it. And I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe I, you know, was just like, I was trying to be nice about it, and I just felt like they were trying to, like I said, literally what they said was, you know, we're not new to posting on Facebook, you know. There's like, we're not new to posting on Facebook game or social medias, but thank you for your concern. It's just like, wow, snippity snip. Okie dokie then. I'm going to put one of them in here. I'm going to put, let's see. Alright, now I'm doing the same thing as I did at the other one. Messing up. Alright, so this is the back. This is the front. Still need to clip you. Alright. Why am I getting confused? Alright, that and that. Use this. This is the same as that. Oh my goodness. This one here. The white one is, that is, the white is that paper. That is that. We have this one and this one. Okie dokie. Goodness gracious. Keep it straight, woman. I don't know why I'm having difficulties straightening them out. So I'm trying to even up some bottom pockets and belly bands. Okie dokie. Well, I hope everybody else is weather in the next couple of days. If you get snow, you know, be careful. Try to stay as warm as you can. So a large part of the nation, I think, or well, middle of the country and over, I do believe, is supposed to be getting some snow and that. I think in our mountains they said there's a possibility of at least anywhere from 2 to 5 inches. And that's like in the upper higher elevations it's possible. I think above 3,500 feet they were talking about, you know, like half a foot or more. But so if you're a snower, a snow lover, and a snow skier, come to the mountains of the Blue Ridge and you will be just in heaven. Slip sliding away down the slopes. Yeah, that's what I wanted there. Just took me forever to get the, you know, get it there. Alright, so now this one is where the belly band is going to go. Now, how am I still missing a pocket here? What am I doing? Got that one, I got that one, that. I need one here. So I think I'm going to put that. I need to trim that off of it because I didn't trim none of them. I got way too much glue on them. I mean, like, when I squeezed the bottle, it just went, I mean, it was a lot. A lot of glue came out. Well, we got a few more. One more back side of this signature, and the pockets will be in, and we'll be done with that. Then we can start pulling out some tags and decorating them up and getting them put in. That may be the next couple videos, is getting the tags done. And then we need to do a belly band. Big journal cards. this little missy here, she flips out that way. So I'm going to put her on this page here where she'll flip here. And then we'll glue that down there. And the other pocket I'm going to have, can we do that? Nope, that's lump and bump. It's a lump and bump, and that's got lump and bump. So we can do this here. No, actually, let me look. What did we do back here? Okay, we did a middle belly band, and then on this, we didn't do a pocket there. We did a pocket on the page beside of it. Yeah, so this one's just opposite, because that's going to have to be, should have put, yeah, so she's going to be there. That's fine. We'll just put this pocket here. I love these big flip outs like this. I just wished I had printed on the back of these. I didn't. I did the other ones. I don't know why I didn't do these. But that's fine. Need to put a little more glue at the edge of this just so it goes down. I don't want it right in the middle of the spine, but I want it, you know, up to it. Because if it goes into the middle of the spine, then it's going to hinder the fold. Let's see. It's going to hinder the fold and the lay right of the page. Yeah. There we go. And so then that's going to work perfect there. I'm going to put, I was wondering if I could put him back here and use him as a tuck on this. Let's see, what else do we have here? Put that. This needs to be a belly band somewhere else. That's going to be a belly band there. And put Santa Claus here, because I think I made too many pockety tuck things for this. That's going to be a pocket. Let's put a pocket here. That's going to look good. And then belly band there. What do we think? Yeah, because see, I have 2 more pockets that's supposed to go on the back of here. And if I put that there, that's going to hinder that up. So let's take Mr. Snowman, put him here, put that there, have this pocket here, do that there, and then we can do this on this, right? It's like the belly band here on that. I'm going to trim it a little bit because that's going to hang over. And then we can put this pocket here. that one, that belly band. We have that. I don't need that pocket there. We can put that there. We got a belly band there, pocket there, Santa Claus there. Actually, that's Santa Claus, snowman and snowman. We'll have Santa compliments of the season is on the last page. Okay. Why do I feel like I should have more pockets somewhere? Maybe I just made too many. And I did because I did not take an account for those flip outs. That's why I have 2 more pockets. Yep, that is it. All right, let's get these glued in and I'll flip through to for sure make sure that I did not do that. And I'm going to do this flip the same way we did the one on the front with the belly band in it. I think that's going to be cute. I'm just going to cut it down to 4 inches here. And then if we don't need these pockets, we'll just take these pockets and put them back in our stash because we can use them somewhere else. Okay, trying to get it in the middle here where it's not gonna hinder the fold. And the reason why I say put a belly band on it is because you can write on it and we'll fill in, you know, a full page, cover it up so that, you know, the white is not as noticeable. And we'll ink around the edge of that or what have you. While I'm letting that piece there dry, I am going to take do that like we did the other one. I just like it with the little ornaments on it because it has some gold foil in the ornaments. Just make sure that's creasing there. Yeah, I like that. Okay. That is fun. It's getting quite puffy. We don't even have tags in it yet. I tell y'all what, these two tall skinny journals have been super duper fun, but they have been a lot of work and have took a lot of ephemera. I'm trying to hold the pocket as tight as I can and get that extra glue up right there so it doesn't glue my page. I think it did that on the front. Glued my page in the front, so I may have to ink some of that. Yeah, because see, as soon as I turn that, I didn't smear I didn't smear the glue off of these, so they would just snatch and not bleed out because they're going to have to be so close to the other page. And when it bleeds out, it'll catch up in the fold, and then when you pull it apart, it looks bad. Okay. It's not a good look. I'm going to switch and put this one in here, because this we can add something else to it and put it in something else. Y'all hear the popping and cracking outside? That's the wind blowing. It's supposed to be blowing like 20, 30, 40 miles an hour. Then tomorrow it's supposed to have wind chills. Now our high temperature is supposed to be 40. I think the wind chill is going to keep us in like the high 30s, mid 30s. As a feels like temperature. Feels like temperature at nighttime is going to be single digits or low teens. And I was like, yeah, that is just too cold not to have snow. I'm sorry. If it's going to be that cold, you know, let it snow so we don't have to get out in it. You know what I mean? Especially for people that has to get up early in the morning. Oh my goodness. On this side here, I'm going to put a little thick, extra thick bead of glue, because it's going to be on that Rick Racky pom-pom trim stuff. If you can tell, I'll put my glue and I smooth it out to the edge so it doesn't bleed in. And that's what I'm doing, just smoothing it out to the edge so that's as far as it's going to go in when I put it on the paper. So then that way, hopefully it won't bleed. It won't bleed into my pocket. And I know I could have put it over here beside of the trim, but I want it on the trim. And I don't think it's going to work on this long one here. It did the shorter one a while ago, but we'll see on this one. Maybe if I just hold it a minute. Of course, the next to last pocket's the one that's going to act a fool on me. Ain't that always the way it works? The next to last thing's always hinders. Okie doke. So yeah, no, I did not make all of this on camera. Some of the, like these pockets here, I did off camera. But I picked out the things to go on the pockets and such on camera. I just finished it off camera that day. Because like I said, I hadn't, this wasn't a start to finish type situation, so because it's already sold. So but I do want to show how I decorate and where the pockets and stuff are placed. And you know, I did have some questions about how the template and everything, how I come up with the templates for sewing multiple signatures in. Okay, so there it is. And this one's going to be a little bit puffier. Yeah. And I think it's mainly just because, but if you can see, you know, you have pockets in the middle all the way through it and at the bottom too. So that's going to help with just, you know, the top of it not being as full until we get our tags in her. But I think this is going to be fun. I'm going to look through it one time just to make sure We got pockets on everything that we need to have it on. Yeah, see right there where it got that glue seeped underneath there? Yeah. I'll link that up. And even with all these pockets on there, that is in there sturdy. Front, front, the front, the front, belly band, belly band. Okay. Ouch. I think that looks super cute. I like that. Okay. Yeah, like I say, I think the extra 2 pockets came from not accounting for this flip outs. Yeah, because I didn't put a pocket underneath that one. That's fine. Okay. So I think it's going to be quite pretty. I will probably, after we get all the tags and stuff in with the toppers, put a tie closure on it. It's going to be the red and green. Just wrap around it. And that's going to help hold this top heavy tag on, because see, if you set it up, the tag flips over. But now if you want to just, you know, we'll have the red and green run around it with the closure. Instead of putting the clasp here, I'll just wrap it around it. And that holds the top heavy tag on. So you can set it up on your bookshelf. All right, thank y'all so much for watching. I'm going to get off here. I know it's probably a little long in the video, but we got all of our pockets placed. Made sure everything is in there. We got 2 extra ones. We're going to put that in our finished ephemera pile, because it is getting a wee bit low. So I may, tomorrow, I may just come and work on some, just prettying up some tags. I don't know yet. I may do something else tomorrow, because I've got a few things that I need to get done. But basically all we got to do to this is get our tag toppers, put on them and inked, and put them in there. And that's it. Alright, I'm going to get off here for today. This is ephemera that can go in there. And we'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank you so much.